she's just as strong.
Coming out and supporting these athletes.
Ready, Red? Here we go. Sean Halstead, first place here in the Super G, finished with a time of 4:24. Even with an extra second of penalties, he still broke the best time set by Ronald Smith by over 10 seconds. So Sean Halstead currently in first place with a time of 4:24. This is Trisha Labar, our 13th and final competitor here in the Super G.
Yeah, Trisha actually has some obstacles set up at her home and works on this all year round. And she's quite the fan of the sport, enough to work on it on a daily basis.
So as it stands right now, Sean Halstead is in the lead. He overtakes Ronald Smith for first place.
Trisha Labar is her return. She comes to, well actually she participates in the slalom every year and earns the right to come to these the Super G. The last 3 years that I know of, she's a Class 2 athlete and will show you some very good skills while she's out there. She's gotten through the doors, I feel certain, more fluid than Sean has, but she's also knocked over one cone possibly.
We'll have to see how that affects her final time. Unofficially, Trisha Labar has a time of 1 minute exactly at the moment.
Yeah, she's about a second and a half off the pace right now.
She's gonna have to make up for it at some point. She's trying to push her way through the pit and receiving a big hand from the crowd here at the Spokane Convention Center.
Remembering this is a long course, and Trisha's done the work throughout the year to have the endurance to be strong throughout the course.
Well, she goes up and down those steps very easily. Again, the leader, Sean Halstead, with a time of 4 minutes and 24 seconds.
It's a very smooth execution of the 360-degree turn. If she can get through these drop ramps a little quicker, she would make up some time there, obviously.
She pushes it through the cone. She's still going. Now at 2 minutes unofficially as she approaches the sled. Having a little bit of trouble going up the steps.
Yeah, Trish was telling me she actually has a rope set up at her house. It's an old recycled garden hose that she uses to pull herself up hills in the grass to gather the strength to get through that portion of this obstacle course.
She's definitely pushing herself hard through this one. Over the mattress now. Finds herself now on the L-shaped obstacle. Trying to keep her casters up. Still working hard.
Yeah, Trish is going to need to make up some time here. She's anywhere from 10 to 20 seconds off the pace at this point.
And she has trouble over at the uneven ramps.
And that, I feel that that's going to be a 5-second penalty. It'll be up to the judges or the officials to make that call. They did place hands on her.
So that could end up being a 5-second penalty for Trisha Labar as she goes up and down the ramp. Trisha Labar, Class 2 athlete, had a time of 2:50 in the Class 2 slalom.
Very smooth run that Trisha's executing here. Let's see if the jailhouse bars pose any problem for her.
That first
back for the reapproach. She's up.
She goes over the first one. Now she's got what she needs. Unofficially with a time of 4:05, looks like she's going to be out of the running for first place. But now it's all about finishing the Slalom Super G. Quickly now to the decapitator.
Yeah, at this point the fatigue sets in, and what you think it takes to navigate over an obstacle is not quite what your arms are prepared to deliver.
So now we've actually made it official. Our Sean Halstead has finished in first place here at the Super G, but right now all eyes are on Trisha LeBar. As she goes up that ramp, she's going to try to finish off this Super G. Now to the American flag. A quick raise to the top, tie it on, and it needs a salute, of course. One last obstacle to go for Trisha LeBar, here the final competitor here in the Slalom Super G. She's over it. She's down the ramp. She's across the finish line. Trisha LeBar, the final competitor here in the Slalom Super G, finishes things off unofficial time of about 5 minutes and 20 seconds. But that means that our first place winner here at the Slalom Super G, our Sean Halstead.
Are we going to do any interviews, or are you going to do them? You can do them.